It's a beautiful bacon day, Cookie Crusaders. Today I want to bring you the newest guide for Cookie Alliance Season 7. As you can see here, the special rules for the season is team critical damage is up 20%. Charge cookies get an extra 10% of critical percentage. So, with that in mind, I do want to say that anyone who does not have the monument leveled up or does not have the critical labs leveled up, this will be at least a benefit to you, but if you don't have those specific things leveled up, the guide I'm going to give is going to be a little bit tough because that is going to be the main focus, is critical toppings and critical setups. So, as you can see here, we're running nearly the maximum amount of damage resistance on Wildberry for the sake of keeping not only the team alive, but Wildberry alive for those resistance and reflections to the enemies. As I've almost always run, I'm running Dark Cacao with the critical toppings, but now he is even stronger. We're getting a 10% critical percent chance buff because of the special bonus, and we're getting 20% damage bonus. So we're getting a huge buff on Cacao just for this specific season, and I'll also explain why we're running Cacao in a moment. I did set up a critical setup for Eclair as well. I would like a little bit more cooldown and damage resistance to kind of perfectly run it, but this is the setup to do some hefty damage and get some good shields along the way. We are also running a critical setup for Cotton Cookie, and yet again, if I could have higher cooldown and damage resistance, I would, but this was the best of what toppings I had and free to set up. And then Pure Vanilla, we're running a cooldown build because we have such a high damage resistance on this setup that we don't really want to change it to take away from the power of it. And then we're running the Scythe. That way, Dark Cacao is guaranteed to hit criticals every single attack, and then some of our other units are going to be hitting higher crit percent chances as well. So, that is the main team, and this will be the team that handles the majority of waves, but if you are at a lower level, if you have lower labs, if you have lower toppings, lower cookie levels, I can understand that you may not get through all the same waves with the same front team that I'm using, but this is the main focus of the team. It's got shield removal, it's got damage resistance, it's got shields, it's got extra healing from 2 in the back, it's got stuns and attacks. There's a lot going on here, so there's a lot this team is doing and a lot of synergy to it. Now, the other teams I'm going to breeze through real quick, and I'll explain later how they work. This team is mainly for Wave 44 because of the poison and because of the bosses that we fight. This team is for Wave 41 because of Latte and Espresso. They're pretty heavy on damage, so that's who we're using to help against them. This team we can also use for Wave 41, but we'll try to save for Wave 47, so it really depends on how our run is going. Last time I used this team for Wave 41, so we'll probably start with this one again. Problem is, if the crits are on their side and not on our side, it's going to be tough. So we'll see how we're going to run it. I do want to change the insignia, though, to this, because when I was in practice, I actually did not lose anyone on the team. So insignia was actually not beneficial there, and we want as much critical damage and critical percent as possible. And then, of course, our last team, it's a T-Knight team with a remedy, so that way T-Knight can keep going as much as possible. This may actually be the team I use for Wave 44, because Wave 44's poison is so strong that you can quickly lose an entire team. When I was in practice, I lost this team like it was nothing. But yet the higher waves that I've gotten to, I was able to handle with this team. So it's not that the team itself is weak, but the poison itself and what's happening is the problem. So I'll just go through the toppings real quick so that you can see them. And we can explain them later in the comments if you want to, but they're going to be right here so that you can see what I'm using and what the plan is. And then we're going to jump right in and go at 25% speed, and I will explain the waves as we get to them. And so there's our setups, and as you can see, we're in Master 2 right now. That's because people are running through, and my practice waves, I didn't get to the wave in the first mode with the first try that I went through. So now I'm actually going to go to the waves that I got to, which was wave 52 in practice mode. So let me go ahead and show you that and what it takes. So, of course, because of the level 60 cookies, we have blast mode. The insignia torch will get your cookies to level 60 if they are not, as well as their skill. They will not be boosted to 70, though. That would be really nice, but they just won't. Wave 8 is going to probably be a hard wave for some of the players that don't have as many upgrades, because Wizard and Strawberry are a great combo together and hit down a lot of players. Double Ninja round, not so bad, but definitely something that you might have to think about speed-oriented wide. Wave 11 has a lot of knockback, so Cocoa, Hollyberry, Wildberry, Clotted, they're all good against the knockbacks. Wave 12, you can just use your guild boss team. It's a dragon team. You've already fought the dragon a million times, so you know how to fight that. Wave 13 is basically a healing wave, so if you want your main team to be healed, that's a good wave to use them in. Wave 14, similar setup. It's got some kind of pseudo-poison, but it's mostly a healing wave. And Wave 15, I think, is a pretty easy chunk wave, too. Wave 15, this has a lot of knockback, so consider your knockback cookies if you need to use them to pass this wave. Otherwise, just blast through with your main team. This wave, you can use Paper Charm to remove those shields, because they're not the same shields that Cacao can remove. They're more of a specific buff shield, so the Paper Charm can do that really well because of the curse, or Affogato can do it too. So consider that for those waves specifically. Now, Dark Cacao, the biggest reason we're using him in so many waves is, as you can already see, we're encountering so many different shields. And Dark Cacao doesn't care about the amount of shield, it just nullifies completely. So that's why Dark Cacao is a huge benefit and bonus here. And we're just going to pause real quick and show you total damage. As you can see, Dark Cacao, being the charge cookie, has the largest amount of damage out of everyone, even over a Claire. And then healing done, Cotton's doing more because we set a critical setup on Cotton, so therefore we're pushing out more healing, damage onto our team. So that's why this setup is working pretty fluently so far. So as we get to wave 21, yet again, another kind of healing wave. Those back enemies will hit your mid cookies like the Claire and Cotton, even PV. So please consider that as far as healing. Wave 22 is kind of a semi-mid-hitting row wave. Wave 23, this is where your healers might die because Red Velvet's going to pull them forward. So be ready for that type of setup. Wave 24, the Sugar Swan. You may need to switch to Team 2 or Team 3 for a boss team if you're running into issues with your main team. Wave 25, yet again, another healing wave before new encounters to set up and get battled against. Wave 26, this is Purple Yam, Milk Cookie, Dark Chocolate, and Mala. So they're going to be doing a lot of critical damage. They have the taunting, they have the knockbacks from Purple Yam, and they have defense reduction from Dark Chocolate. So as you can see, this is a strong team at Wave 26. My team is personally able to handle it. I would recommend using T-Knight team or Hollyberry Summons team to fight them if you do not have the capabilities with your main team. Wave 27, kind of just a lot of mid-range damage, so it's going to be hitting your fronts and mids. Not too terrible of enemies to fight against, of course. Wave 28, you got Mango, so this will hit all of your units, so be ready to either have high defenses or fast attacks, because Mango is going to be hitting every single person due to the waves. Here we got more shielded units, and also consider using Twizzly, because there are so many shielded units that you're going to run into that, and if you don't have Dark Cacao, you will definitely want Twizzly Cookie, because otherwise you will not be getting through a lot of these waves. If you don't remove those shields, they will overwhelm you. Wave 31 is Cherry and some stuns and knockbacks. Mostly stuns, though. Wave 32, the Brute And yet again, shielded, so if you don't take out those shields, you're going to fight a lot of knockback resistance from this wave. Wave 33, mostly just knockback here, so your knockback cookies can handle that pretty well, but nothing too terrible to fight against. And as you can see, increased enemy attack speed here. Wave 34, kind of just a healing wave. Wave 35 can be a finicky one because they have a lot of units, so you can take some pretty hefty damage pretty quickly. And I'll slow it down for this next one. Wave 36, I'm not going to change, but Rye Cookie can easily take out your Pure Vanilla or Cotton because of how fast the attack speed is and the single targeted attacks coming from Rye Cookie. So it's good that we have those shields, but you can see the health bar just dwindling right there because of Rye Cookie's attacks. Thankfully, we can push through it fast enough so we didn't have to worry. Wave 37, another healing wave I would suggest, but overall just it's crowd control. You know, just use Sea Fairy, Frost Queen, Cherry Blossom, anything like that to get through. Werewolf Cookie, this one, best thing is really just a lot of damage. Werewolf Cookie's going to be pretty tough just because he's got a lot of stuns, especially with his buffs. Those buffs translate over to Alliance mode. When we go to Wave 39, we get Cream Puff. Cream Puff can definitely annihilate your entire team with the damage. So you're going to need some heavy heals, some heavy defense, or some heavy damage resist to beat Wave 39 if you're getting up to this point. Wave 40, this one's not so bad. It's not so bad. I don't really know how to explain this wave. It's just an easy one to think about. Now, for Wave 41, I believe we're going to go ahead and use the Speed Team because that seemed to work really good the last time I did it. And as you can see, the damage is super high from these guys. And then we will switch as soon as we can back to our main team. We did lose Madeline that time, so the revival had to go away. So we're going to beat Wave 42, Healing Wave. And then Wave 43, just a knockback wave. And so we want to get ready here. We're going to be using Team 3, our summons team for it. Actually, no, we're going to go with our T-Knight team just because of that heavy, heavy poison. And we've got the Insignia and the Remedy to keep T-Knight going. So as you can see, the poison just starts raining down. But we're able to take out Dark Chocolate so our defenses aren't removed too much. We've got just Parfait left, so now we're going to switch teams. Yet again, their damage is super high, so we want to take out Mushroom Cookie as soon as possible as we can. Otherwise, more poison just continues to hit and destroys into our team. And there we go. We got poison out of there. Took quite a lot of damage, though. We should be able to heal in this next wave from it, but definitely took quite a lot of damage. So the whole goal here is just let our team run and heal as best they can. And then wave 46 and 47, pretty good healing waves, so I'm not too worried about these waves because I'll be able to heal back. Because the wave 47 is the infinite healing wave, so honestly you can just let your main team go if you've got the power here. You may run for half an hour to an hour, it's quite possible, but this is the wave that there's just quite a lot of healing going on. Because of our criticals happening though, that's what helped push us through. The Regretful Alchemist, main team can handle it. You may take quite a lot of damage, as you can see from the front and mid lines, but overall it can be handled by the main team if they're strong enough. This wave, a lot of poison hits, not too terribly strong of an enemy wave, so it's not something huge to worry about. We're slowing down because we're getting to the knockback points, and we need to be ready to switch to Team 3 at a moment's notice, which I think we're going to do right now because we're taking a lot of damage from the main team. So we're going to let our summoners just kind of push forward and do some of the hard work. as they should be able to do a lot of handling. So we've lost Pumpkin Pie, but we're still moving forward. We'll switch back to main team soon, as we're on wave 52. Blackberry's got a lot of critical power here, so we're going to switch right before we lose everybody, and then we're kind of just at the push-through moment here, surviving as long as we can. And yeah, now we've hit the point where we're not really handling the waves or handling the teams. Best thing you can do to get further past this, just have good damage resistance, and the main team should hopefully push through. But that is getting past wave 52, so only 8 more waves to go until you get to wave 60, and then you've unlocked the golden T-Knight skin. I'd love any questions or any comments or concerns that you have in the feedback. Right now, I'm in Master 2 because there's not enough participants for Master 1 to be current in the rankings. As you can see right now, there is not enough players for this to be Master 1, so this is Master 2 right now. But regardless, it's a high score. You know, that's going to be the furthest you can get with this kind of setup. There may be another setup that could potentially take it even further, but that was at least my best run that I could personally conjure with all the upgrades that I have, and all the boosts from the special rules buffs too. But I would love your feedback. I'd love your opinions. Either way, thank you so much for stopping by, and have a wonderful day.